What it do? What it do? It's your boy Lil Stretch, man. I'm back. Y'all know how I do, man. Y'all know every time I jump on here, fire me up be a good cigar and have my drink. I normally have my yak, normally have my Hennessy, but today I'm fucking with E40, man, on this mango peach champagne. And this shit is alright. It's smooth. I fucks with it. You know, cheers to E40, salute to E40. Y'all know I support the real and fuck with the real. You know what I mean? But anyway, so in California, right, prisons is set up on point systems. You have fire camps, you have level 1s, 2, 3, and 4. And 4 would be what they consider maximum, right? And how do they determine how many points you have on what level you're gonna go to? You know, there's a lot to do with your crime that you're in there for, your background, you know, so on and so forth, and it determine if you're a level 1, 2, or 3. And if you are 2 or 3 or 4, or, you know, so on and so forth, every year you go to committee, and depending on how you was programming, you might stay there, you might move up a notch from 3 to 4, or if you was programming and out of bullshit, you might go from 3 to 2. You know what I mean? A lot of people try to do that, try to get down to the fire camps and get the 30% and get home early and whatnot. So that's just a quick breakdown on California prisons, how they operate the different levels when we go to. So I was a level 3, and the point system changed a little bit, because mind you, I paroled in 2010. My other video, I was on here with Deuce Sims, I talked about going to jail with Joe Moses, the case we had, and how much time we had, well, how much time we had got. So I ain't gonna get into that on this one. If y'all wanna know, y'all check that video out. It's on my channel. But so yeah, I did most of my time on a 3-yard. I was in Delano, A yard. And it was smooth, you know, it wasn't no rah-rah yard. You know, we had a little, you know, we was having fades and, you know, whatnot, and it was cool, you know what I mean? It was in there with some good homies, you know what I'm saying? Met a couple of homies from up north. A lot of homies from Dago was there. Yeah, it was smooth, but it was just like any other level 3, where, you know, you had the crib card, you got the blood card, and then we know with the crib card, you got the gangsters, you got the neighborhoods and the hoovers, and then you got the hub and the dub and whatnot. And we all was still kind of straight and smooth. It wasn't no big old deal. I'm not trying to make it seem like it was just on, it was just cracking with the Crips and Bloods. It wasn't. You know, we played ball together, basketball and softball and shit together. But, you know, when we came back in the dorm, you know, the Bloods kind of ate with the Bloods and the Crips kind of ate with the Crips, and, you know, that type of shit. And it was, you know, if enemy come up in there from the other side, you know, it was issues. And we had a couple of melees in the day room, a couple on the yard, nothing too major. But it was just like that, you know what I mean? So when I first got there, I was a level 3, like I said. But I was borderline from level 3 to level 4. So what they did, they overrode me and sent me to a level 3. And the counselor them basically said, like, hey, you know, we're going to put you on level 3 as long as you don't fuck up. So I was like, all right, smooth. So I was in there, you know, I wasn't really fucking up. But we ended up, a year or 2 later, I can't remember what year it was, but we ended up having to get this dude off the yard. He kept doing bullshit. So all the Bloods, like, we got together, we went on the yard, like, we got to get this nigga out of here. So in California, anytime 2 or more people from your card rush you, the police know that's a sign of you done something, you fucked up, and you out of here, whether you like it or not. So we was plotting on the nigga. He had a PM job, so we all on the yard, all the homies. We're waiting for this nigga to come through work and change, and we was gonna fuck him up, beat his ass, and get him off the yard. So we waiting for him, and this is night yard because he had a PM job. So he got off at like 8 or 9 o'clock, stuff like that. I think our night yard from like 7 to 9. So he getting out. We calling him over. Hey, check it out. Come here. His name was Mario. Hey, Mario, come here. He was supposed to have been an old blood nigga up out of Inglewood. Mario, check it out, right? He knew we was on some bullshit, so he's trying to speed walk to the dorm, try to get back in the building. So we low-key kind of trying to run at him, chase him. One of the homies tripped him, and about 9, 10 YGs rushed that nigga, fucked that nigga up. Now the police is running, get down, get down. They setting off the alarm, they coming over there pepper spraying and spraying. But we were like maybe 50, 60 feet from where the police was hanging out at, so it took them a minute to run to us. So by the time they got to us, we all spread it out now and proning out. So they don't know who in the fuck did what. All they see is a pile of motherfuckers fuck this nigga up. So what they do, they write all 12 of us up in that area, and they give us all the same 115. And it was like a 10 battery or some shit like that. They really couldn't get us for battery because the officers couldn't say who did what. They just knew a crowd of motherfuckers bum rushed this dude, fucked him up. And then we dispersed. Then we all proned out. Then, of course, we ain't gonna tell them shit. So they gave all 12 people the same write-up, a 10 battery. So once my counselor see it, she like, you know, this is 12 points, right? I'm like, damn, yeah. They're like, we're gonna have to send you to a 4-yard. I was like, fuck, all right, whatever. But I'm like, my committee coming up in a few weeks. You know what I mean? I've been programming, I got a job, blah, blah, zay, blah, zay. She's like, is that right? So she looked at my file, she's like, oh, it is coming up. She's like, okay, well, when you get to work this morning, have your boss call me, I'm gonna ask him how you been doing. And if you come with a good report, I'll bring you in the committee a week or so early, and we'll drop your points, override everything, and you will stay here as long as you don't fuck up again. I was like, all right, bet I do that. Boss called, he put a good word in for me. They bring me in the committee, they drop my points back down. So now I'm back to level 3. So now I'm staying where I'm at. And this was, I want to say like a Tuesday. So that Thursday or Friday was 4th of July coming up. And it was like a 4-day or 3-day weekend. So the Transpac list come out that Saturday or Sunday when you go into a different prison. And the officers in the building had the names. And I think they'll call it that Saturday. And you would pack all your shit up, box all your shit up, and they'd send it to R&R. That way, Monday morning when you get on the bus, your shit is already boxed up and already on the bus going to your next facility, wherever you're going to. So I think that Monday or Tuesday, I went to committee, got everything overrolled, got all my paperwork, I'm good. It's like a Saturday, it's a fucking 4th of July weekend, ain't no counselors here, ain't no ward here, ain't nobody here. I'm on the fucking Transpac list to go to motherfucking High Desert State Prison Monday morning, and I'm showing the deputies like, hey, look, I got my shit overrolled. I just went to committee. I'm good. He like, I know. I bet you on this list. I can't do nothing. You know what I mean? So I'm like, fuck I'm gonna do, right? So I go on the Transpac. I pack all my shit up. Monday morning, I'm on a bus to High Desert, right? And this from Delano to High Desert. High Desert way the fuck up north and buttfuck Egypt. It took us from Delano to get to High Desert like 9 hours. So you can imagine, and from LA to Delano was about 3 hours. So you can imagine how far and way the fuck I'm at. So I get there and I remember I was in C building, man. I can't remember the exact building, but I know my cellie at the time because he had just got there. I want to say he came from Centinela. His name was Don Moo. He was from Bebop. Good homie, man. Real good homie. So I get there and we chilling in the cell and shit. So I'm giving him my spiel and shit. He like, all right, boo. So like the Tuesday or the 2 days later, police come to my door like, hey, such and such, right? Say my first last name. Like, yeah, that's me. They like, hey, look, you can't program here. You got to stay in your cell. You're not supposed to be here. Something happened and you was supposed to stay. I'm like, yeah, I know it. The point system got fucked up and I know. He was like, but he like, so you really not supposed to be here. So you just chill in the cell and when we got a bus going back down, you're gonna be on the next bus going back to your prison where you came from. So I'm like, all right, bet. But the moral of the story was, and my point was, the building where we was at, it was a couple, and this is 180. So, 180 is not a lot of cells. I don't know if it's 7 on the top and 7 at the bottom. I can't remember. Like, again, I was only there for 2 weeks. But it's not big. It's not like a 270 where it's a big dorm. It's broke off to sections, A section, B section, C section, so on and so forth. So I know we had some Southsiders up there. We had some North Angles up there. And all the blacks, except me and the homie cell, they was all Crips. But what I didn't expect, and my moral of my story was, they showed us mad love. They like, hey, look, because I forget what building it was, but it was a building where it was a gang of Bloods and a gang of Paul Rules, and they knowing like the homies gonna shoot us a kite and pull us over there. So they was showing us love, and when we come to a prison, you gotta wait to go to committee and all this shit. So I think it take you about a week or so to get your TV and all your property and all that old shit, right? It take you a few days. So when you get there, you really don't got none. So they was shooting us. And he had just landed there like a day or two before me. So, they shot us a TV. They shot us some food, books and stuff to read. And was hollering at us and showed us like that real black love, man. And I was crazy. I didn't expect that shit, man. I was coming from a 3-yard where, if you needed a soup or something and another blood nigga didn't give it to you, I know damn sure that Crip nigga wasn't, you know what I'm saying? So it's just, the love was just there, and they understood, because, they had problems with the Sureños, they had problems with the white boys, so they knew they was on some black shit. They like, man, y'all Bloods, but trust me, y'all good right here if y'all want to stay. But I know y'all want to go function with your homeboys in other building, but y'all welcome to stay here as long as y'all want. And they showed us love, my nigga, like, for real. So, but yeah, I only stayed there 2 weeks. So, I'm not exactly sure what the homie Damu did after I left, but yeah, I stayed there 2 weeks, and I ended up going back to the 3-yard, back to Delano, and finishing off my time. But yeah, I didn't expect that in High Desert, man. I was thinking it was gonna be, on site with the Enemigos, and and it was that building and them brothers was on some black shit, man, which was dope, man. You know what I mean? For real, because we don't understand when we together how powerful we can be. You know what I mean? Them niggas could have been tripping. You know what I mean? Them doors pop. It's 2 Bloods against like 15, 16 Crips, and it's one little section. You know what I mean? They could have had their way with us, but they seen we was some good young brothers, and they showed us love. You know what I mean? And they wouldn't know that, because they know at any given time on the maximum yards, it could switch to where now it's 15 Bloods and them Crips, 2 Crips. Or the white boys take off, they gonna need me and this nigga, you know what I mean? Or the Mexicans take off, they gonna need us, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I wasn't expecting that though, but it was definitely love. And while I was going through it, I was like, oh, this what's up, man. They showing niggas some black love around this motherfucker. I'm like, I can't wait to get back to this 3-yard and let niggas know, like, nigga, y'all ain't programming right, man. We ain't programming right. Niggas on level 4. They over there military, they on their shit, and they ain't taking none. You know what I mean? And since I was level 3, I wasn't able to go to yard. Only thing I can do was go to shower and go to the chow hall, and just even going to the chow hall, you can just see how much serious it was than a 3-yard. You know what I mean? Because 90%, 95% of everybody in there on that level 4 is not coming home, and the rest got 20 or better. And you in there with a gang of killers, so the respect is gonna be there, you know what I mean? Because they understand you a killer, they a killer, you know what I mean? So if they gonna go there, they gonna go there. They ain't doing no plan, no talking, no none of that. You know what I mean? And it was a good experience for me. It taught me a lot of respect, you know what I mean? That's why I always give respect first, man. Because that's how they was on that forward, man. They gave respect first, and they demanded it back. And if you didn't give it back, it was an issue, man. It really was, man. Yeah, but that's all I got on that, man. Y'all make sure y'all keep watching my videos, man, and subscribe to the channel and fuck with me. And keep commenting. Keep DMing me on IG. Lil Stretch on IG. Let me know what y'all want to hear. And keep giving me the questions, man. And again, I'm going to answer as many questions as I can. I ain't answering that wild police shit, though. But, you know, the question was asked, did I ever hit a maximum yard? And this is my story on the maximum yard that I was at for a second. But I was a level 3 when I was in state prison penitentiary. All right, y'all, go. About to finish my cigar, man. Finish my E40 champagne.